White over white, you see white. This is what we're going to talk about, and I can't get it into this camera. Pause, pause. I'm going to have to fix the screen so you won't see my eyes like you could before. And I definitely want to see my own eyes. Pause, pause. In French, it's griffe. It's clause. Clause is a griffe. It's on the pause, okay? When you come into life, you scratch. It's your signature. Give me your griffe is what they call it in French. So the signature, the clause to come into life is 4. It's not 5. It's 4. It's 4 and 4, whichever one you take. You put down your paw mark, I put down my paw mark, okay? It's also backwards. It's slaw, S-L-A, or the law, or in Santa Claus. The clause, the pause, and the griff. The pause or the time out from one world to the next. They also call it streaming. A-U, 21 and 1. 22, light is inside the P. Spirit, also it's number 5, which brings you what the design of number 5 is. Have you ever seen the design of number 4? Excuse me, of number 2? Have you ever seen the design of number 2? Number 2 is, there's number 2. And then if you want to see the other part of number 2, the other part of number 2 is, there's the other part of number 2. But when you put number 2 together, this is what you get, and it's the Christ symbol. At the same time, it's the 4. But if you actually look in between, it is the L, and at the same time, it's the 7. So now we're going to do it again. Remember, everything in 1D is only a piece and a part. This is the other part of the same design. So if I have to take this part in this design and this part in this design, you now have a heart designed with number 25. Heart equals to 52. 7 on one side. When you cut through the center, you have 7 and 6. We now connect it over here. We're going to make the 2 cuts over here and do the same thing. So I don't have the full design. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Inside the word George, 12, 15, 25, RNG. Okay. I'm not going to get into that. Scratch is inside Christ. Christ and scratch, when you put them together, we do not have to repeat with the T. The connection into scratch and Christ is this letter, these 2 letters over here that come together. The angle of transmission is inside the cat. Now the cat is a receiver. It is the me and it is the OW. This is one letter. Oh, forget about this letter. Mio. Mio, mio, my. It could have been a whiskey. Everything we do in life has a connection to something a little bit further on. Okay? I'm not going to show you what this is yet. I'm not going to continue to show you what this is yet. I'm not going to explain what this is yet. Okay? I'm not going to explain what this is yet. But everything is pieces of parts and buildings. In French, when you say welcome, they go bienvenue. Welcome, Venus. Bien means everything you own. Your bien, what you own, is what you own is in Venus. Okay? So the sun of life is in bi, alternate current, which is the IT system. T and B are in the same system. This is because it is the second letter. It is 0, 2. Because A, B, C are the strongest numbers. A, B, C are the strongest numbers. Okay, not the weakest. They are the strongest because it's 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, which becomes 7, 8, and 9, which will take us into the next design I will show you, which is the ABC put together over here. Okay, and I'm just gonna cover this up, just showing you. I'm working on the NFL, all the teams, the Birds, the Tigers, the Bears, the Cardinals, working on the Patriotics or the Cowboys or the Titans, the way we were put together in sports and odds and dice, whatever it is. If you're a rookie or a veteran, do you think this, what I speak about, do I speak general or do I speak private? I speak open and I speak truth. What is general to one might be private to another, but it seems to be that in the army they reverse it because it's all psychologics. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus in the square of Orpheus. I don't know exactly what that means, but as the energy of George that runs into the moon. So if I can get up there and see that energy cycle, take out one of those things, but we must beam from the moon to Orpheus. So if you're in science, right? I never thought to say this before because I only thought of it now. We must beam the moon and go to Pegasus, to Orpheus, and see what that area does in energy. We have to send beams or lights in there to see what happens, because if I think of it, and I've been on for 10 years personally, don't forget, this is a personal thing. If I say money is bad, I need 1,000,000 people to tell me why it's good. I need 1,000,000 people to tell me why it's bad, so I can decipher the reality myself, so we can correct this. Remember, the world is a spring. We're going to have some bad, we're going to have a lot of good, we're going to have some bad, and we need to know how to curve ourselves around all this. We need to curve ourselves around this to get by the bad, because we can never eliminate and make everything perfect, but we can make perfect the situations, how we administer our own reality and bring it on. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Happy holidays.